Let me ask you something. What does winning actually look like? Not the Instagram version. Not the version where you're standing in front of a car you probably financed for the photo. Not the renovated kitchen or the resort pool or the watch that costs more than a semester of college. The real version for your actual life. Because I've sat across from a lot of people who look like they were winning. Good income, nice house, the right things in the driveway. And I've watched those same people do the math on a Tuesday afternoon and realize that everything, every single visible sign of success was rented, financed, spoken for before they ever touched it. And I've sat across from other people, quieter people, people you wouldn't necessarily notice at a dinner party, people who aren't driving anything terribly impressive and aren't posting much and aren't particularly loud about their finances in any direction. And those people, when we do the math, are free. Not rich necessarily, not retired at 40, not living some minimalist fantasy in a cabin somewhere with a podcast about cold plunges and gratitude journals. Just free. I'm Ben Matthews, bankruptcy attorney, husband, dad, grandfather. 20 years of watching people confuse the performance of financial success with the actual thing. This is Debt Sucks, and today we're talking about what winning actually looks like and why the people who are really doing it are the last ones you'd ever know about. Segment 1, the scoreboard nobody can see. Here's something I've never heard anyone say on social media. Just made my last debt payment. Nobody noticed. It was a completely normal Tuesday. I feel different in a way I can't really explain, and I'm not going to post about it. That never gets posted because it doesn't photograph well. Because quiet confidence, real financial stability, the kind that actually changes your life, is almost entirely invisible from the outside. And that invisibility is exactly what makes it real. Think about the things that signal financial success in the visible economy. The car, the vacation, the kitchen renovation, the watch, the clothes, the restaurant. Every one of those things is designed to be seen, to signal, to communicate something to other people about who you are and where you stand. And every one of those things costs money that you either have or you're borrowing against a future version of yourself who's going to have to deal with it. Quiet confidence doesn't work that way. Quiet confidence is what happens when the gap closes, when what you have finally catches up with what you owe and then keeps going, when the rock pile shrinks to nothing, when the shit happens fund is sitting there untouched and boring and beautiful, when your phone buzzes with a bank notification and your stomach doesn't move. You can't put that on Instagram. But here's the thing. People notice anyway. Not because you told them, not because you're driving something different or wearing something different. They notice because you're different. There's something about a person who isn't financially afraid that reads in a room. A steadiness, a way of making decisions without that barely perceptible hesitation that comes from quietly running the numbers in your head while you're trying to act normal. Your spouse feels it before you say a word. Your kids feel it, even though they couldn't name it. The people who know you well enough will see it in the way you stop tensing up when the conversation turns to money. You didn't announce anything. You didn't post anything. You just quietly became someone who isn't afraid anymore. That's the whole point. Segment 2, what winning is not. I want to be honest with you about something because I think a lot of financial content, including some that means well, accidentally sets the wrong finish line. Winning is not a number. It's not $1 million. It's not a paid-off house, though that's a genuinely beautiful thing. It's not a retirement account balance that hits some threshold somebody told you to aim for. Those things can be part of it, but they're not the definition. Here's what I've watched people actually feel when they cross into real financial stability. And I've had a front row seat to this more times than I can count. They stop checking their account with their eyes half closed. They stop doing the mental math at the restaurant before they order. They stop having the low-grade argument with their spouse that isn't really about the thing it's supposed to be about. They stop feeling like they're one car repair, one medical bill, one bad month away from something they don't want to think about. They stop flinching. That's winning, not a number, a feeling, a specific, physical, unmistakable feeling of not being chased anymore. And you can get there without being rich. You can get there on a normal income, in a normal house, driving a normal car, living a life that doesn't look like anything special from the outside. That's the secret that the financial performance economy doesn't want you to know, because it can't sell you anything once you know it. Segment 3, the Tuesday that changes everything. I want to tell you about the moment people describe to me when they've gotten there. It's never dramatic. That's the first thing. There's no confetti. Nobody calls to congratulate you. The world does not pause to acknowledge what just happened. It seems like it's almost always a Tuesday. Something breaks, the dishwasher, a tire, the dog does the expensive thing that dogs do, and the person, the one who 6 months ago or 2 years ago would have felt that sick, familiar drop in their stomach, that here we go again feeling, that quiet defeat of watching the credit card balance go back up, that person just handles it. They transfer the money. They make the appointment. They fix the thing. And then they go back to whatever they were doing before the thing broke. No panic. No late night math. No conversation they've been dreading. No new payment following them into next month and the month after that and the month after that. Just handled. That moment, that specific, quiet, undramatic moment, that's the finish line. Not the number, not the balance. That Tuesday when something goes sideways and it's just a problem instead of a crisis. I've had people call me after that Tuesday, text me. I've had grown men tell me with a kind of sheepish disbelief, like they're embarrassed by how much it meant, that they paid for something unexpected in cash and felt like a different person afterward, because they were. Segment 4, what people actually notice. Let me come back to something I said earlier, that people notice even when you don't tell them anything. I want to be specific about this because I think it matters. Your kids notice that you don't go quiet when certain topics come up. They notice that the energy in the house is different, even if they're 12 and couldn't explain it to you. Kids are extraordinarily good at reading the emotional weather of their home. Financial stress has a temperature, and so does the absence of it. Your spouse or partner, if you're doing this together, or even if you're doing it and bringing them along, feels the difference in the way you make decisions, the way you stop hesitating, the way a conversation about money stopped being a negotiation wrapped in anxiety and started being just a conversation. Your friends, the ones who know you well, will notice something shifted, even if they can't name it. There's a quality to a person who isn't financially afraid that's hard to describe, but easy to feel. A kind of groundedness, an absence of that low hum of worry that most people are so used to carrying they don't even know it's there. You didn't buy anything to get there. You didn't upgrade anything. You didn't signal anything. You just became someone who isn't afraid anymore. And that quiet, unpostable, undramatic transformation is worth more than anything you could put in your driveway or on your wrist or in your Instagram grid. I got a message a few weeks ago from a listener I'll call Donna. Donna's 38, works in healthcare administration, single mom, 2 kids, been doing the work for about 14 months. Rock pile, shit happens in the whole system. She's eliminated 3 debts, and she said something in her message that I've been thinking about ever since. She said, I finally figured out what to do when the people who love me are the biggest threat to my plan. Here's what happened. Donna's best friend, her person, the one she's known since college, the one who was there for every hard thing, turned 40 this year. And the friend group had a plan. A long weekend, a nice hotel, a city 2 states away, everyone in, no excuses. Donna did the math. All in, the trip was going to cost somewhere between $800 and $1,100, depending on how the weekend went. And Donna was 8 weeks away from paying off a credit card she'd been carrying for 6 years. The old Donna, the one who hadn't built anything yet, would have gone, would have put it on the card, would have told herself she deserved it, which honestly she did, and would have watched 6 years of interest keep running on a balance that never quite died. The new Donna had a plan, and the plan didn't have $900 in it. So she told her friend the truth. Not the whole spreadsheet, not a lecture about the pile driver, just the truth. I'm 8 weeks from paying off something I've been carrying for 6 years, and I can't get that close and blow it. I love you. I'm sorry I'm going to miss it. Let me take you to dinner when you get back, and you can tell me everything. Her friend's first response, and Donna said this without any bitterness, just honesty, was pressure. Come on, you only turned 40 once. You worked so hard. You deserve this. Just put it on the card. It's not that much. And here's the part I want you to hear. Donna said she wasn't wrong that I deserved a break. She was wrong about what the break should cost me. She held the line. Dinner happened when the friend got back. The friendship is fine, better than fine. The friend has since asked Donna what she's been doing differently because something about her seems different lately. And 6 weeks after that conversation, Donna paid off that credit card. She sent me a voice memo when she did it. I won't share it because it's hers, but I'll tell you it was the best 47 seconds of audio I've heard in a long time. The people who love you will sometimes be the hardest part of the plan. They're not trying to hurt you. They just can't see what you're building yet. Give them time. Keep building. They'll notice.
Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count as drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white-knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline.
So what does winning actually look like? It looks like a Tuesday where something breaks and you handle it. It looks like checking your account without bracing for impact. It looks like a dinner where you order what you want instead of what's safe. It looks like your kid asking for something and the answer not being complicated by math you're doing in your head while you're trying to look normal. It looks like nothing from the outside, and it feels like everything from the inside. And nobody knows because you didn't tell anyone, because you didn't need to. That's the point. This week, if you haven't started yet, Saturday morning before everybody's up, cup of coffee while it's still quiet, go to debtsucks.info. Download the rock pile and the brutally honest money breakdown. Friday night, pull your statements together so Saturday morning you're just reading, not hunting. Write down the real numbers. Don't fix anything yet. Don't panic. Just see it clearly. Because the Tuesday that changes everything starts with a Saturday morning that doesn't look like much. And the person you're going to become, the steady one, the unafraid one, the one people can feel without being able to explain why. That person starts with one honest look at the numbers. Hey, if today's episode hit home, share it with someone who needs it. You know who they are. Follow the show, leave a review, repost it. The people who need this most are usually the ones who never think to search for it. You found it. Help someone else find it too. Debt sucks. But you don't have to.